is going on, traders? It's Jay here. I hope you're all having an amazing Thursday, and let's get into another day trading recap. So today I actually was down a nice little hefty amount. I was down $125 and change between SQs and TQs, so I was down basically everything I made yesterday. So that canceled out my green day yesterday, and I am red on the week $50 again for my red day Tuesday. So not the end of the world at all, not a big deal. I'm only down $50. I'm very blessed that if I am red, it's very minimal so far, and I want to walk through with you guys in terms of what happened to me today, where I found a lot of my struggle happening, and why I decided to walk away after being down $125 on the day. So I want to walk through my thought process with you and the areas I definitely could improve on today. So this is the market today. This was 6:30 right around here when the market opened up. And as you can see here, let me just highlight for you guys that the Nasdaq the past few days has been trading between these general channels up here, right? It makes lows of around there and highs of around there. 2 days ago, this was the nice and clear pattern that started going up, became overbought, and sold off the rest of the day. Yesterday, same thing. Market opened up, shot up to the top VWAP, ended up selling off the rest of the day after hours. And just like today, shocker, it ended up pushing up to the top VWAP areas and kind of also struggling, coming back down and kind of trading between this inner channel. If you look at the 10-day, 30-minute, you can see a little clear from a larger time frame that there's definitely a resistance right around this area that the Nasdaq is forming and a support right around this area where the bottom red line is. And it's important to pay attention to these channels because they can determine, in my opinion, which way the Nasdaq could be headed. If it were to break above this resistance area, the strong resistance area, I think could be a good sign. It can start to kind of want to push up, maybe come back down, and hopefully write the higher highs, higher lows. And if not, if it breaks below this channel, this support area right here, this can be a pretty significant sign that it could start to fall and make these lower lows and lower highs, right? This is it on the 180 day. It definitely still has room to potentially come back down like it did and make even lower lows because we have been in a bearish market the past around half a year. You know, we can't kid ourselves about that. So we definitely need to realize that the worst is never over in terms of don't ever let your guard down and think that the stocks will not get cheaper anymore because they died so much. They can always keep dropping in price, so make sure to handle your risk accordingly. But to go over my trades today, as you can see, every day since in these 3 days that Anchor has been trading between this channel, today was definitely, as you can see just looking at it, the choppiest day of the three. Every day it's been getting a little more choppy. And today really just the part I struggled in today was identifying a clear direction on the day, and I definitely noticed today trading the Nasdaq that it was insanely choppy. And what do I mean when I say choppy? I mean there's not a clear direction on the day of whether it's gonna go up or down. If I can zoom in here to these lines right here, let me get rid of that this resistance and support lines I drew, but these lines right here, as you can see, when the market opened up, look at these lines. They're big flashes where it would just come all the way back down, flash all the way up, flash all the way back down, and then instantly after he hit here, just immediately start changing direction. And right when you thought, you know, it can make these higher lows and it hit around these areas, it just falls again, hits another resistance, makes it seem like it's going to get rejected, but it doesn't ultimately. You know, a lot of fake outs today, and actually, if I was looking at my filled orders right before I decided to film this video, I had 26 filled orders and I counted it all up. Today, every single one of my trades went south, even the ones I averaged up in. There was maybe one where I was only in with a quarter of my position, where I sold for like a $5, $10 profit. Every single position I took today, other position, whether I averaged up or not, they all went south. So 9 different times I bought in and sold and they all went south today. So my accuracy was very low today. And noticing how wrong I was today, honestly, as bad as it may sound, it really does excite me because on a day like today where the market was undoubtedly a lot more choppy, the fact I can take almost double digits, 9 red trades in a row, and some of them, I'd say half of them I was fully averaged in, and for me to only be down what I was up yesterday with like 1 or 2 green trades is just amazing. That it takes this many times for me to be wrong to give up what I was right yesterday. It's just a very cool thing to see, honestly, and it's just kind of a positive I'm taking away from the negative, and it's just very important to pay attention to things like that. It's just another sign for me that my strategy could be working well because, like I said yesterday and the day before, it's taking me a lot less times to be accurate for me to be able to profit, which is a great type of setup to have when you're trading the stock market. And yeah, that's just basically it. I just wanted to go over how and he was very choppy today, without a doubt. I should have done my part maybe ahead a little earlier on in the day before I was down $125 to maybe decide to call it and walk away. Because just because the market is open every day does not mean you have to invest in it every day. Some days are definitely smarter to be invested in than others. And a day like today where I was struggling to find direction, I just need to be real with myself, and maybe I should have called it early on in the day and just walked away because I should have been real with myself in terms of how I can't identify direction accurately, right? I keep taking multiple red trades, and maybe that should be a sign I should take a step back and just really think about maybe walking away today. Today is not the best conditions to trade. Maybe a day like 2 days ago, right, where I can show you guys again, where it had these types of patterns, but kind of like right around here when the market shot up, it had no struggle really. Like this is a big struggle. You see it go up, down, up, down, up, down, bunch of red bars. Here was mainly just a lot of green bars riding it all the way up, and then it just changed direction on a day. Never was choppy or anything like that, finding weird support and resistance area. So today I just screwed up. I couldn't find the right direction on the day, and every time I averaged up, it went just south. Just nothing was really going the best with me today, and I struggled to, like I said, find direction. So I definitely was very tempting to want to keep trading being down $125 because the emotion can get to you, and I really just want to make it all back, knowing like one right trade can make back like half of it, or if not all of it. But this one of those times where you have to manage your emotions, keep them in check, and prevent a disastrous day from happening. Because if I was down 120, took another trade and averaged up on it, and it went south, I'd be down like 160, and then I would want to just keep trading. It'd be a vicious cycle because I want to keep making my money back, and just no good. So I found myself just walking away because it's best to avoid a very disastrous day like that. And yeah, just not much to take away today. Very similar patterns as the other days, except just realizing that today was without a doubt the choppiest day by far of the past few days, and just coming to terms that maybe it's not the best day to trade. And the days where it's clear is when you should be taking more advantage of these opportunities. And yeah, that's just it. Paid the price today for continuously taking red trades, but did my part in making sure it was not an unbearable loss, and I'm very grateful for that. So thank you guys all so much for watching. It's been another day trading recap. Please like and subscribe the video if you've learned anything from it, and make sure to leave any comment down below, any questions or anything like that. Me and my brother would love to answer them for you guys. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day. See you tomorrow.